and what was your role in the Outed Cambridge study?
My name is Robert Pralat. I'm a research fellow in the Department of Sociology at the University of Cambridge, and I have served as a consultant on the Outed Cambridge study and for the LGBTQ plus at CAM program.
What was the Outed Cambridge study trying to do?
The aim of the Outed Cambridge study was to better understand the experiences of being LGBTQ plus among staff and students at the University of Cambridge. We tried to get a more detailed picture on the local level of the experiences, positive, negative, and anything in between, of having a sexual orientation or gender identity that in some ways departs from the norm in the context of working or studying at university. And that was to better understand what helps people feel accepted and respected for who they are, as well as what challenges they face. So is there anything specific that, because of people's sexual or gender identity, potentially stands in the way to what they do, what they want to achieve, or to simply feel comfortable in the workplace?
Did the study succeed in its objectives?
I think so. For example, I've heard of students asking their college tutors to discuss the report, its findings, its recommendations, to seriously think together about what can be done to address some of the needs that LGBTQ plus students may have while studying and living in a college, which for a good start of their early adult lives becomes their home. So if anything, I think the study, thanks to its official endorsement and visibility, provoked conversations that perhaps otherwise would not have happened or would have been more difficult to initiate.
Why is the Outed Cambridge study important?
I think it's important for anyone who works or studies at a university to feel comfortable and to be able to save the energy that they have for what matters to them, for the work, whatever it is that they work on. But unfortunately, the feeling of not fitting in is not uncommon because of the different norms that prevail in different environments. And it's not just about sexual or gender identity. In places such as Cambridge, because of its long history and traditions that come with certain assumptions, but also specific experiences, people from working class backgrounds, people from ethnic minorities, as well as LGBTQ plus people might lose a lot of energy trying to fit in or having to explain who they are, or thinking about whether they should or want to, in any particular situation, explain who they are. And usually it's not important that they fit into the norm. It's not relevant to the performance as a student or as a university employee. So it's about understanding, I think, amongst other things, what people from a particular minority group might potentially unnecessarily be wasting their energy on, and thinking about how to change that.
Has the study made a difference at Cambridge?
I think it has. Like I said, it has led to conversations. People talk about the report, share it with others. Cambridge alumni see how the university is changing, a university that they attended decades ago. For example, and they want to be part of this change. And it's one of a number of university initiatives, one of a number of reminders that prompt the university, but also students and staff, colleagues and friends whose sexual or gender identity is or might be normative, to reflect about what this difference in experience might mean for their everyday actions and interactions.
What were some of the findings you found most important or interesting?
I think, as with any study that is based on qualitative qualitative research out at Cambridge demonstrated the complexity of coming out, the different nuances, contradictions. There is no one way of coming out or being out. Being out in a particular way might be very important to some people, which doesn't mean that all LGBTQ plus individuals share this preference. And I think it's about understanding this complexity and respecting the diversity of people's experience, and not reducing it to what may just become another norm that everyone that falls under into a particular category is expected to fit into. So I think what's important and interesting about this work is that it hopefully alerts people to the different nuances of coming out, and hopefully equips them with a vocabulary that can then enable them to talk about it in its full complexity.
Do you think the study will have a lasting impact?
I would hope so. It already has. But thanks to the report, which is a beautiful document, and the ongoing work of LGBTQ plus at CAM and other LGBTQ plus at work at the university and beyond, the lessons from the study can be shared more broadly and over time, and hopefully many more people will find the study useful.